Hi everybody, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Easy Learning. Today's class will be all about concept of entrepreneurship. This is my third class on first module. I've saved the PPTs as part 1, part 2. You can just go through and this will be the part 3. In these slides I'll be teaching you all the few contents here. There are 3 contents. First, I'll be teaching you all about meaning and definition of entrepreneurship. Yeah, you guys must have, studied this in your classes also, entrepreneurship. In previous slides, I've explained about who is an entrepreneur, right? The entrepreneur is a person. Entrepreneurship is a concept or it is a process, right? The working system of a person, of an entrepreneur, could be called as entrepreneurship, right? Here there is a meaning. I'll read it out for you. Entrepreneurship is an act of being an entrepreneur. Yes, as I told you all, entrepreneur's work itself could be considered as entrepreneurship. The process of his workflow could be considered as entrepreneurship. It also refers to the function performed by entrepreneur in establishing an enterprise. Yes, here entrepreneurship is equals to entrepreneur plus enterprise. Yeah, this is very very important to understand. Entrepreneur plus enterprise will give rise to entrepreneurship, right? Entrepreneur is a person who has an idea in order to establish a enterprise. When he combines all the materials to establish this enterprise, then only he will give rise to the concept of entrepreneurship. I think meaning is very clear for you guys. Next, moving on with the definition of entrepreneurship. Here is the definition given by Scumpeter. Entrepreneurship is based on purposeful and systematic innovation. It includes not only the independent businessman but also company directors and managers who actually carry out innovative functions. Yes, according to Scumpeter, he says that entrepreneurship is a concept which also involves the directors and the managers who actually are involved in the operative level, who are actually working on day to day basis in order to make some innovative functions in the company or in the industry. This is according to Scumpeter. This is the definition. Next, moving on with the next slide. Here there are difference between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Let us learn what it is. What are the differences? First basis of distinction is meaning here. And simply, I have explained you all in the previous slide also. Entrepreneur is who? Is the person who buys, means of production for combining them into marketable products. Is the person, he is the owner who organizes all the raw materials, who will bring them together, all the resources required in order to convert the raw material into finished product. That person, that leader, that owner is called as an entrepreneur, right? Now entrepreneurship is what I just now explained you all. Entrepreneurship is nothing but the process of converting the idea of establishing a new enterprise and into its implementation. That is entrepreneurship. Let's see the second point. Second point is specific qualities required for the entrepreneur, right? Here under entrepreneur category, I'll read it out for you all. Entrepreneur needs qualities like what? Creativity, decision making, ability, leadership, management, efficiency and flexibility, etc. Yes, these are the specific qualities which are needed for an entrepreneur. He should have these qualities in order to be a perfect entrepreneur. He should know to be creative. He should know to take good decisions. He should be able to bear the risks. He should be a good leader. Then only he can perspire in the company, in the society, right? Now he should be a good manager also in order to manage each and every aspect of his industry or his venture. He should be efficient in nature. What is efficiency, guys? I'll give you an example, okay? One person will work for 4 hours and he will get the same outcome, right? the other person works for 1 hour and he will also get the same outcome. Which is efficiency here? Which person is more efficient? The guy who's working for the same thing for 4 hours, or the guy who is working for 1 hour and giving the same output? Obviously the guy who is working for 1 hour and giving the efficiency for giving the output in 1 hour, that person can be considered as more efficient. Entrepreneur should also have this capacity or this quality. Fine. Next next category is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship itself is a specific quality shown in an entrepreneur, due to which he can establish new enterprise. Yes, here specific quality itself is what? Entrepreneurship. It is the concept which will give him an energy in order to set up a new enterprise. Clear? Now let's move on with the third function. Under entrepreneur, his main function is establishment of enterprise. Correct. Now here his main idea is what? To launch his business, to establish his enterprise, right? Now an entrepreneurship primary function is to motivate the entrepreneur. The concept of entrepreneurship motivates the entrepreneurs in order to set their enterprise, in order to come up with innovative and different concepts to the industry or to the society or to the market. Clear? Next, fourth point, and this is the last distinction between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Economic point of view. Yeah, economic point of view. For entrepreneur, there are certain words which are used, like initiator. He would be called as an initiator, he would be called as an innovator, leader, planner, etc. Right? These words are used to describe an entrepreneur. Words which are used to describe entrepreneurship is initiation, innovation, leadership, planning, etc. Such terms are used. Right? I think there are 4 points of difference between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. I think all these points are very clear. Moving on with the next slide, that is stages of entrepreneurial process. This is very very important, guys. Say suppose tomorrow, if at all you want to become a business person or an entrepreneur, right? You have to follow these 4 stages or these 4 steps in order to be a perfect, or in order to be a entrepreneur, right? Let us see what these stages are. First one is identify and evaluate the opportunity. Yes, entrepreneur should first identify the opportunities. He should screen the the available ideas. See, always whenever you want to set up a business, there are n number of alternative plans which are available, right? You have to sit and screen each and every idea or each and every project or each and every plan which is available in front of you, right? If in front of an entrepreneur, after screening or studying thoroughly about the plan or about the project, you should sit and evaluate the opportunity. How to evaluate the opportunity, or how to evaluate the plan or the project? It is very simple. You have to set various categories. Say suppose I'll give you one simple category. Say a budget is a important category to set up a business for an entrepreneur. Say suppose there are 4 alternatives, 4 different plans or projects which are available. One project may require 10 lakhs, the other project may require 15, one more would require 20, and another would require 25. Your budget would be somewhere say between 15 to 20 lakhs. This is one category. This will help you to evaluate the opportunity, right? This is just the one category. Like this, you have to categorize which are important in order to evaluate the opportunities. You can also evaluate the plans according to the demand and supply of the materials or demand of the product in the market. According to this category also, you can evaluate the opportunity. So the first point is identification and evaluation of the opportunities. Next one is development of a business plan. This is very very important. Business plan is what? It is nothing but a blueprint of what you are actually doing tomorrow, right? It is the plan of today which will be implemented tomorrow, correct? Now, as an entrepreneur, he should set the business plan which considers each and every single element which he wants to implement it in his later phases of an enterprise, right? Business plan will consider everything, the details of his ownership, the details of the person who has initiated this, the funds raised, the finance part of the company, the procurement of materials from where the resources are procured, that will be there, the land and the land and factory or the industry output, that information should be there. Each and every information should be available in the business plan. Business plan will also help an entrepreneur to fetch or to get loans from the external sources. Say suppose if at all he wants to raise funds from a bank, consider bank will ask for his plan, ask for his ask for certain documents, right? You can give this business plan, or you can show them the business plan. They will get a clear idea by looking at a business plan, like what is actually your plan, or what actually is your company all about. Clear? This is all about second point. Third one is determine the resources required. Yes, determination of resources required. Each and every single resource is very very important to set up a business. Without single resource, a company will fall apart in his function, right? Determination is, you have to determine from where you are bringing, or from where there is supply of resources, whom you have to consult in order to get the resources, like who are the middlemen, or who are the brokers who can help you out to get resources. All these things have to be kept in mind. Next, last point is manage enterprise, or that is implementation, right? From the first stage you are planning. All the first 3 points fall under planning category, right? Last point come under implementation. First three are what? As an entrepreneur, you are combining the resources, right? After the combining the resources, implementation is must and should, right? Last stage is implementation. Implementation of your idea, implementation of venture. You have raised funds, you have raised resources, you have hired manpower, you have procured equipments, materials or machineries for your industry. Only remaining part is implementation. That is the last phase. When everything is set to go, then there comes implementation. Implementation should go along with the plan, right? According to the plan, the working system should be implemented, and next it has to be followed up continuously. Understood? These are the stages of entrepreneurial process. I think all these are very clear. Yeah, I'll be ending the classes today. Tomorrow again I'll be continuing. I mean, in the next session I'll be continuing the further topics. If you guys have liked my videos, then please like, share and subscribe the channel. That would be a source of support for me to make new more videos for you guys. Yeah. Take care till then. Yeah, bye.